In this video, let's write the code for our Tower of Hanoi problem. Back in Replit, let's begin by defining the function signature. Function Tower of Hanoi, parentheses and curly braces. The function will have 4 parameters. N, which represents the number of disks, from rod, to rod, and using rod. These represent the 3 rods we will be using in our code. Let's call this function with the right arguments. Tower of Hanoi, the number of disks is 3, and we want to shift the disks from A to C using B. As you can see here, from rod A to rod C using rod B. Now I mentioned our solution is a recursive solution. Let's begin by identifying the base case. And that would be our step 2 in the slide. Move the last disk from A to C. So, if n is equal to 1, console log move disk 1 from rod to rod. And then we simply return from the function. From rod is A and to rod is C. Moving the disk from A to C is all we need when there is just one disk. Next, let's handle the recursion. If we go back to the slide, I mentioned step 1 is to move n-1 disks from A to B using C. So all we have to do is call Tower of Hanoi, passing in n-1 disks from rod, using rod, and to rod. So move n-1 disks from A to B using C. We log that to the console. Move disk n from rod to rod. Finally, if we go back to the slide, you can see step 3 is to shift n-1 disks from rod B to C using A. So we once again call Tower of Hanoi, passing in n-1, but this time using rod to rod from rod. Here, using rod is the from rod, which is A. To rod is the to rod, which is C, and from rod is the using rod, which is B. So shift from B to C using A. This is our solution to the Tower of Hanoi problem. Let's run the code and make sure it works. We have our log statements, so let's compare them with the slide from the previous video. First, move disk 1 from A to C. So move the blue disk from A to C. Next, move disk 2 from A to B. So move the green disk from A to B. Next, move disk 1 from C to B. So move the blue disk from C to B. Next, move disk 3 from A to C. So move the orange disk from A to C. Next, move disk 1 from B to A. Move the blue disk from B to A. Move disk 2 from B to C. Move the green disk from B to C. Finally, move disk 1 from A to C. move the blue disk from A to C. All the disks have been transferred from rod A to rod C while obeying all the constraints. Our code works as expected. Now, what is the time complexity? Again, we are not going to derive the time complexity, but instead I'll help you understand with a pattern. If you're interested in deriving it, I would suggest you Google master theorem and read about that. It helps calculate time complexities where recursion is involved. Now then, let's understand the pattern. If I run the code with n is equal to 1, we see one statement. N is equal to 2, we see 3 statements. N is equal to 3, we see 7 statements. So this follows the trend of 2 power n minus 1. We can approximate this to 2 power n. As the value of n increases, the number of statements to execute is 2 power n. So time complexity, big O, is equal to O of 2 power n. With that, we have come to the end of the series on algorithms with JavaScript. In the next video, I want to go over some terminology you should be familiar with, and I will also suggest where to go from here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.